here on Medieval News Today, you find me in the empty tournament hall helping with the preparations for the upcoming tournament behind closed doors. And so, as the plague in this land is subsiding, it has been decreed that there shall be a tournament, but it must be held behind closed doors. Here we see the lances gathering dust since the last season. This is a quoit. These items will be used by our worthy knights in the tournament. And here behind me is the royal box in which the herald, our Lord Christopher, will be adjudicating over the joust. And now we'll be going live to interview some peasants, some dignitaries and some local people that are involved in this wonderful, momentous occasion of the tournament behind closed doors.
Right. What are you doing up there then? Oh, all right, settle down. Sit down, the lady's here now.
Mr. Jolly Peasant?
Sit down.
Excuse me,
Right.
Mr. Jolly Peasant? How excited are you about the tournament, bearing in mind that it will be held behind closed doors?
Oh, I thought this was about questioning for the child, but seeing as you asked me, I'll put my 10 pence worth in. Well, I'm very excited, to be honest. It's power to the people, you know.
So, going across to the castle antechamber, let's ask our 3 fair maidens of the court. Ladies, how excited are you about the tournament, bearing in mind that it will be held behind closed doors?
So excited. And I shall be there at the tournament.
Well, very good, ladies, very good. And here we go across to Squire Gizzard and Squire Giblet, taking some time out on their muck.
Did you bring the food?
So, gentlemen, if you'd just like to answer a couple of questions for me, please. How excited are you about the tournament, bearing in mind that it will be held behind closed doors?
Well, for me it's just another day at the mill, really. You know?
Very
Fun day. Yeah, running around after everybody else.
It will be a fun day, indeed. And here we have a rare interview with Lady Fitzpercy. Now, my lady, how excited are you about the tournament?
Going to go ahead. I believe it's going ahead behind closed
my lady.
doors.
Isn't that what I just said? Mr. Jolly Peasant? And which of yon worthy knights do you think will win this most unusual tournament?
Well, who do you think's going to win the joust then? Well, I'll tell you. I think it'll be that Sir Checkers. He's a right good bad 'un, he is. He's our favourite, isn't he? Even when he did come and steal that counter off you. Oh, he's a rascal.
And which of yon worthy knights do you think will win this most unusual tournament?
Sir James Raswell. I mean, he's family
Ladies. Yes. Oh, I see you all have your favourites here. And now, which of yon worthy knights do you think will win this most unusual tournament?
I would have to say, I think it's Sir Robert of Rosland. I think he might do
No
it.
chance. Absolutely no chance.
But he might.
He might. But for me, Archibald Douglas. Sir Archibald, all the way.
So, Lady Fitzpercy, which of yon worthy knights do you think will win this most unusual tournament?
All his time at tournaments. It's a brutish game, but he's never home. Always out competing. No sign of a woman. I don't know. I think he spends too much time with that squire of his, stalemate. He was a good boy. I think he might one day win the tournament. I don't know.
I presume you mean Sir Checkmate might win? Now, let me ask, what does this tournament mean to you as loyal subjects of the king?
Oh, well, it means that we can hold a tournament and life will be returning to normal. Now the plague is diminishing, so we will all be able to enjoy ourselves once again.
As loyal subjects of the king, what does this tournament mean to you?
Anything for His Majesty. He's kept us and our family down for years and years in abject poverty. You know, the man, he's done everything for us.
He couldn't have done a better job.
No. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Lady Fitzpercy, we have one more question.
Yes.
Lady Fitzpercy.
I never did understand this game, but he always liked to play it. He was a difficult child, so competitive, and really quite violent.
Yes,
I
Lady
don't know where
Fitzpercy,
I
but the
went
tournament.
wrong. Perhaps it was a little too much of the drink. I'm never sure. But he's a big boy now.
No, I was asking about the
He
tournament.
has his patents of nobility to prove his birth and his name. Oh, but I don't know. Think back to him as a child, and I sometimes wonder what
shall
I
we move
did
on?
wrong.
Moving on. And what does this tournament mean to you, Mr. Jolly Peasant, as a loyal subject to the king?
Now, well, as a loyal subject to our liege lord the king, I think that it's amazing that we can fight this virus, fight this plague ourselves.
Thank you, Mr. Jolly Peasant, and it's so good to see you fighting the plague.
So there you have it, a few words from the worthy people of this fair land on how they feel about the upcoming tournament behind closed doors.
Sir Archibald Douglas, his eyes, they're so green. And Sir Ramsay, his legs are so long. And Sir Maxwell,
Well, I always rather liked Sir Checkmate.